Welcome everyone to the Pro Trader and Plus into April. It's a breakout trade, 1029.58. The bracket is 12, so we're only going to use one target, and we're going to do our target of 20. All right? Second target we're going to use. Second target. And our stop is 20. All right? So we've got a bracket of 12, a target of 20, stop at 20. And if the market moves 12 ticks in our favor, let's say 13 ticks in our favor, we're going to move the stop to 10. All right? It's a little close. If it's a super fast move, the stop might not get moved fast enough. But in a reasonable market, we should be able to protect the profit. So if the market moves 13 ticks, move stop to break even plus 10. That's how I would consider trading one contract on oil. If we get a decent move and it doesn't go all the way to our second target, you could protect some of the profit. So let's see if that works. We'll do that with our profit count. Breakout CL. But before we do anything, we're going to check our bracket width by setting the time to 0 in sim. Hang on. I have to trade this. So we have a big build. A big build should push price down, not up. It should push price down. It's a decent sized build, 3 million. If it behaves the way expected, it should push down and maybe we'll get our target, right? We need 13 ticks beyond our entry, right? Now, our entry was kind of crappy because it was a fast move and it filled at the bottom of the candle. And that's one of the problems you have with oil, bad fills. But if it goes 13 ticks from here, our stop will move to plus 10 and give us a profit. If it reverses here and goes up, we'll lose money. There was a very small downward trend. Oil's in a pretty tight range, we said, and pretty choppy since last night. So it's not a surprise we're not getting a great follow through. 3 million is not a huge build. It's not a huge build. And another thing that works against you on oil is what do we see with oil way too often? We see oil not pay attention to the news, which is frustrating, right? So, yeah, we have a pretty decent, what would appear to be a pretty decent setup here, but it's the usual thing with oil. It doesn't always follow the news. Right now, it's just barely following the news. We need a little bit more of a push. If you want to get out flat, you can move your stop all the way down and get out. If you want to see if it works, it's not going to blow up the prop account. It'll be 200 bucks, which stinks, but it stinks because it should work. It's a decent build, 3 million. Now, you can also shrink your target if you want to. I would give it a minute or two. It's just not really following through from the news. You did get a burst down that unfortunately filled us at the bottom of the candle. It filled us at the bottom. So all you can do is wait. You can shrink. You could shrink your stop. You can do whatever you want, right? You can exit. If you think it's just not going to work, you can exit. You don't have to stay in. It's a prop, so you might as well let it play out, right? So just watching. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Now, there really is no MCL trade here after the news, so I would just turn that off. We don't want to turn off our breakout because we're still in it. Okay. Now, if we get a couple more ticks, we should get our profit, right? We need 3 or 4 more ticks. So I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to let it play out, show you how the software works. We need a little bit of cooperation here. Okay, our stop moved to safety and we got 9 ticks. All right. We tried to get 10. There was one tick of slippage. So it went the 13 ticks and it moved to stop to 10 plus 10 and it traded and gave us 9, which is very normal. You don't always get the exact number of ticks. So there you go. That's the way you could trade oil with less risk and using this software for a special one contract trade. Okay, everyone? Anyone have a question about that? A and B. Oh, that's the ask and the bid, Deepak. Those are the ask prices and the bid prices at the broker, for the orders. Ask and bid. All right. The price and the number of orders they're showing. Okay, folks. I'll see everybody back here at 3:30 for Cisco. Back at 3:30 for Cisco.